marching out through the fall. Just three kids in a beat-up old van, chasing down a dream with a five-piece band. We pulled into town with the gas light on, nothing but some chords and a highway song. You were sitting right there in the very front row before anybody else ever cared about the show. You know that first gig in Gila band, where the dirt meets the blacktop and the highway ends. We played for the bar stools and a couple of friends, but you cheered like a stadium of 10,000 men, through the highs and the lows and the miles in between. You're the truest believer that we've ever seen. Yeah, we found our music, but we found a lifelong friend back at that first gig in Gila band. The amp blew a fuse during song number 3. The bartender looked like he wanted to leave, but you started clapping and stomping your feet, turning that dive into a front row seat. We split a cheap pizza on the hood of the car, staring up at every single Arizona star. You told us right then we were gonna make it big, and we swore we'd never forget that first gig. And oh, that first gig in Gila band, where the dirt meets the blacktop and the highway ends. We played for the bar stools and a couple of friends, but you cheered like a stadium of 10,000 men, through the highs and the lows and the miles in between. You're the truest believer that we've ever seen. Yeah, we found our music, but we found a lifelong friend back at that first gig in Gila band. Now we're playing under big arena lights, with crowds singing along to our songs every night. But every time the spotlight starts to shine, we look out and see you in the back of our mind. Gila band, where the dirt meets the blacktop and the highway ends. We played for the bar stools and a couple of friends, but you cheered like a stadium of 10,000 men, through the highs and the lows and the miles in between. You're the truest believer that we've ever seen. Yeah, we found our music, but we found the lifelong friend back at that first gig in Gila band.